pull up, I clear the block out. Keep me a short and he'll break a jaw, call him knockout. Thought he a cheater, but ain't a thing that I don't know.
It's time!
What's up, Abe?
What's up, Edwin? And what's up, Casual Kim? She's on the corner today.
Dun dun.
We're gonna go over UFC 284, Makhachev versus Volkanovski.
Big night.
Awesome night. Even the fights that were lower in the fight cards were pretty good. But let's start off right away talking about the main event.
All right. Big controversial decision at the end, man.
I don't know about the controversy. So this is how I had it Volkanovski 3 rounds to 2.
Same.
Okay. I could see a case for Makhachev 3 rounds to 2, and I almost thought that it was going to end in a draw, like the first Moreno versus Figueiredo card or fight, and I thought that would be okay.
Okay.
But I had
thought
Volk.
It could have been a draw. I thought it could have been. The only reason it wasn't was because they weren't going to strip a champion that easy. Like, they usually got to show it with blood. And plus, weren't the judges like kind of iffy last night? So they weren't going to give it away that easy.
They were a little iffy, but they wouldn't have stripped. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, they wouldn't have stripped him if it was a draw. Makhachev would have stayed champ with a draw.
I feel like they could have done that. Then we would have to see it again because that was so good. I wanted to see 2 more rounds. I think if they would have kept it at a tie, then he would have to fight him again before going back to his other weight class. Because now who knows if you'll ever see it again.
Right.
Well,
who knows?
They were going back and forth on Twitter, though. Did you see that?
Yeah,
No.
I saw that. That was funny.
What did they say?
Volk said he rewatched the fight and that he saw that he won rounds 2, 3, and 5. And then Islammakhachev commented back, to be fair, I rewatched it too, and I won 24 minutes and Volk got the last minute.
Yeah, but
I don't know if he won 24 minutes. He hung on there for 24 minutes. And now Abe got mad at me for saying this last night, but it was kind of boring, clenching from Islammakhachev's. I get that there's technique in that and there's energy being used in that, but he was not it wasn't scary at any point. Volk was doing finger signs and whatnot, cheering on the crowd while he's getting clenched by him.
Yeah, he was talking to him too. He was talking to him, yeah.
So it felt like he won by points, which okay, but I don't know. If he really wanted to talk shit, beat his ass.
There were parts though where he couldn't get up though. Islammakhachev did a great job of keeping him down. For some parts, for some rounds, what was it, round 4, kept him down the whole time, but he didn't finish it or threaten him, but he just kept him there.
Yeah, I think it was really surprising how for both guys. Okay, so we all thought Makhachev was gonna completely dominate on the ground, and we thought Volkanovski was gonna completely dominate on the feet. That's wasn't really the case. They both did a really good job and exceeded expectations in both areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like Makhachev's stand-up looked pretty good against Volkanovski, and he had some good pressure going forward too. And he wasn't consistent with the pressure, but he was able to pressure Volk against the cage with the stand-up sometimes. And Volk did a really good job at standing up and getting out of bad positions, or nullifying the attacking threat or the offensive threat on the ground, which is which was really surprising. You haven't seen anybody do that.
Nobody does that to the Dagestani.
Yeah, right.
Nobody does that to the Dagestani guy. But let's see. I think the one round that is still controversial is round 2 in the fight. Round 2 could go. It's a toss-up for sure. Round 2 could have gone to either of them, but I think the one big difference for one was Islam's ground control, and then also, Abe, you alluded to it last time, how it was in the Poirier and Holloway fight. The difference in power, you could kind of see it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because Makhachev was hurting Volk when he would land. I mean, you saw it, especially in that first round, because Volk, I think, came off a little bit,
fast.
Too fast, compared to how he usually comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid for it for a bit, because he could have taken that round if he came out a different way. But he definitely lost that first round, though. Second round, I agree with you, was a little bit.
It's a toss-up. You could go either way depending on what you're looking at.
I think I had 2, 3, and 5 for Volk, though. I mean,
I did.
Volk.
I did too. Yeah. I was surprised. I was the fight ended, and I was like, all right, we have a new double champ, and then it didn't go that way.
Yeah, there's no disputing round 5 either because you could see Makhachev looking up at the clock at the last minute, like wanting it to
Yeah.
end. If that
Oh,
fight was 1 or 2 more rounds, Volkanovski would be the new champion.
yeah, especially with the way the fight ended with Volkanovski on top, just ground and pounding.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It
feel
was a
like
dominant
maybe
ending.
his cardio would have hung on there for 1 or 2 more rounds and he could have finished him.
Yeah, because Makhachev was gassing. You're right. You could see him like breaking. Volkanovski still looked like he had some more energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it enough for you guys to call it a robbery? For you to
No.
be passionate about saying that?
Well,
No,
just
I don't think so.
Not a robbery, just on one judge, though, right, Abe?
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Dude,
Okay,
the
that was
last
not.
judge? What the fuck was that? There's
Yeah.
no
Derek
way.
Cleary. The other two judges, David Letheby and Ben Cartledge, they both scored it, 3-2, which that's valid. But Derek Cleary scored it 4-1 for Makhachev. So
No, 4-1 anyway. No, like because it was a draw.
That's Adelaide Bird.
Bruh.
Yeah, those are Adelaide Bird numbers.
Those are Adelaide numbers, man.
Let's look at these statistics real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So officially, Volkanovski got 1 knockdown versus 0 for Makhachev.
Yep.
Total strikes for Volk 164 landed out of 255 attempted. Makhachev landed 95 out of 135 attempted. So Volk hit him more. And then significant strikes too, 70 to 57. You know what was really working for Volk? Those leg kicks and the body kicks. The body kicks were landing really nice too. Or I might be confusing this with the Yair fight actually.
I think you are, because I think Islam landed more body kicks.
Yeah, I'm not. I'd have to take that back. I'm not sure anymore.
I feel like Volk did have some nice leg kicks in there though, but that stung him. But I wish he would have done it more, to the point where we're like, oh, he's really beating up that leg.
Yeah,
like he's not something, but he was really like keeping his distance.
But it's always hard to land kicks because you get you risk getting taken down, and especially with somebody like Makhachev, you get that leg caught, or you're off balance and you're getting taken down. So it's probably why he didn't use it more. But he did though. He landed like 12 of them.
Yeah. No, so what? The striking, I guess, was pretty even. Volk got the 1 knockdown, but he got 0 out of 4 takedowns, while Makhachev got 4 out of 9.
I'm surprised they didn't credit him with at least 1 because he did attempt a few and he got him down, but he didn't keep him down, so that's why it doesn't count. But
yeah,
he trip him up a couple times.
He brought him down to his knees real quick, but it was only like for a second.
Yeah, but then also Makhachev had 7 minutes 37 seconds of control time on the ground versus 2:55 for Volk. I'd like to see who else has controlled Makhachev on the ground for 2 minutes, almost 3.
Nobody, man.
Nobody, right? That's crazy.
I mean, maybe was it that one fight he had was it Arman Sarukian? I think it was forever ago.
Yeah, he's a really good wrestler too.
So. That was a whole grapple fest, that fight. But other than that, nobody else I've seen really like take it to Islam with grappling.
But this was a really good MMA showcase.
Yeah, that's why it was like you said, Kim, that it seemed kind of slow. It's because they were so evenly matched.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, so rather than nothing happened, they're just both.
It's like like playing chess. They're just waiting for the first one to make a mistake.
But they both were offensively and defensively like almost perfect in a lot of ways. So
yeah.
Do you think Volk's like strikes were stinging more than Makhachev's? Because I remember at one point in his corner he was saying how he wasn't strong. He didn't feel strong. And I'm like, did you notice that from like the
he hurt him.
View?
He definitely hurt him, especially
he hurt him more.
He hurt him in round 5 for sure, and then round 1 he backed him up, but then you could make an argument in round 2 he hurt him, but you could say maybe if Islam didn't get dropped, that maybe he shot for a takedown. That's debatable, but oh no, he felt those punches for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean Makhachev, hurt him a couple times too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but definitely at the end of the fight, if you have I'll put up a picture of side by side comparison of their faces. Makhachev looks like he got beat up more. Like Volk looked like he won the fight. I don't have them up right now, but I'll post them up. Like
He'll be up there. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you see, if there was no judging, if this was a bar fight right? And then you see at the end result of the fight, and you're
Yeah.
like, who do you think won the fight? You would say
Yeah,
Volk
damage
won
is
the fight.
convincing. You're
Oh
right.
yeah, for real. The eye, Makhachev's eye. Here, I just pulled it up.
And that's my only thing against the what is it? The round, what was it, round 4, I think, where Makhachev had the body triangle
Yeah.
on Volk, and that's why he won that round, because he was dominating. And I agree, because that is a dominant position and for a long time. But if you're judging based off damage, if that's supposedly the new criteria is damage, Volk won that round because Volk hurt him more. Makhachev didn't do anything besides catch his breath while he had
Right.
that
He
body
just
lock.
held him.
So it's a toss up with this new judging criteria and stuff. But
What is the criteria again? So there's damage. What else do they go off of?
pressure,
Significant strikes. Yeah, advancing, they call it.
yeah, octagon control.
They don't give you anything for like getting out of
Not anymore.
things.
Even attempting, like, you basically, submissions are almost not really supposed to be scored anymore unless you get the win by submission.
Yeah.
Like by them tapping. So it's kind of stupid. It kind of messes a lot with the ground game.
Yeah. Makes you not want to throw up like kimuras or guillotines at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next for both these fighters?
I think
Well, we know
as much
for
as
one.
we hate it,
What?
it's going to be the winner of Chandler versus McGregor. Yeah, obviously we
No.
know Volk is Yair's next, but dude, we're crazy if we don't think that they're going to give McGregor or Chandler the title shot after that fight.
I think that fight's like way too later in the year.
I know what you're about to say, and I agree.
What? I think the number one contender fights for sure. Charles Oliveira against Beneil Dariush at 288 in May. I think the winner of that gets Islam again.
That's what should happen.
Yeah, that's what makes most sense. I thought about two of Fiziev and Gaethje, but not yet for either of them.
That's a good fight, though.
That's a good fight, but I think like maybe another fight for the winner of that fight to get to a title fight. But I think for sure Oliveira and Dariush, one of those two will be the next ones.
It should be.
Weight class with Islam Makhachev. This is Conor's weight class.
Yeah. Well, Conor is in. Well, who knows? I think that you mentioned it last time that they're probably going to make the Michael Chandler fight at welterweight.
Yeah, because he's so big, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good to see when that happens.
But I think if McGregor wins,
so that's for. I'll go for it. What?
Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, well, that's obvious for Makhachev. He's either going to take Chandler or McGregor, right? Eventually. But for, what's his face? Volkanovski, he's just going to go back to his other weight class and keep dominating there.
But he has to defend against Yair now.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That would be so sad. If Volk loses, though, he's done for, right? He's going to lose all that credibility, all the coolness, like, I don't think the UFC has promoted him. They don't see like the star power in him. They're ready to just like move him to the side and make what's his face? Yeah, you're
just like
the Mexican champion. I see it.
I mean, I would love for Yair to unify the belt and be the official, because he is a champion right now, but he's an interim champion, so he's not unified.
He's a placeholder just in case. But
Volkanovski is too good, and like this made his stock rise rather than
the way he fought,
even though he lost.
But if he loses versus Yair, you don't think there's a possibility? I mean, with Yair being such a like creative guy, random with all his moves and shit, that he could beat Volk, and if he did, would they keep giving Volk these chances?
I think they'd do a rematch.
Yeah, they would do a rematch just because Volk's been so dominant, and then after that, we would see. But that'd be a fun fight either way.
Yeah, I don't think Yair beats Volk though. I would like for him to, but Volk is just so good, dude.
Volk is so good, especially after what we saw yesterday. Yeah, no, his stock for sure rose.
That's true, but then there's also the promotional aspect of it. Why didn't they promote this last card?
As far as for like Islam or for Volk, because Volk was, they did it in his backyard.
They did do it in Australia.
Yeah.
But I feel like both of them were kind of pissed at the promotion of it. They said that it wasn't getting promoted enough. They was doing his slap league stuff. They're already promoting the Jonjones stuff over this one. Like, I feel like you really had to know be in the know about how cool this fight was to care.
Yeah, it was
Because I
more.
wouldn't have cared if Abe didn't tell me how cool Makhachev was.
So yeah, you're saying it wasn't like casual friendly, like a casual friendly event.
I'm saying it was not casual friendly. The John
Okay.
Jones is casual friendly because he's always in the news, and I think that's what they end up doing. They take all these people who like bring the drama, who bring the character, the WWE essence of it, and they build that shit up. And the more of that you have, the more that they will kind of give you opportunities to become a champion. And Volk, I don't think they see that with him for some reason. Maybe because he's too nice of a guy.
I was say, yeah, I was about to say, like, character also makes fights, you know? There's a reason why, like, Chael Sonnen and Connor and
Kobe.
Colby Covington, you know, they take
Mhm.
advantage of the microphone, and, you know, Volk barely talks shit on Twitter.
Yeah, for real. What's up with
Barely.
that?
Yeah, he had some fire in him this time though. But he was like, I want to
He wasn't happy. I'd be
smirk off
I'd be
Makhachev's
pissed off
face.
too. I'd be pissed off too.
Yeah, and he kind of did smack the smirk off his face, especially at that last. Like, I'm gonna put the picture of that too, of like the very last minute. Makhachev's looking up at the clock like he wants it to end.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh
is,
yeah.
yeah. So that,
He got his respect for sure.
yeah, and I love this fight.
Okay.
It was awesome. It was a good showcase. Number 1 versus number 2 for real.
All right, and then on to the co-main.
Onto the co-main, yeah.
That was a fun fight.
Yeah, I was cheering. I probably cheered harder for that fight and the result. And it was I didn't suspect it or expect it. I mean, so Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett for the featherweight interim title. Rodriguez wins by second round triangle choke. Didn't think that he would win by a submission at all.
I didn't think he had ground game like that.
He showed in the past like really good scrambles.
Mm-hmm.
But
not submissions, man.
No, not really. Yeah, he's just been able to get back up, or like he's scrappy on the ground, but or he ground and pounds with those like rabbit punches that he does all quick. But
Josh Emmett looked like death on the scale, man.
He did. Yeah, I'll post that one up too, because yeah, he looked bad. He looked like he was staring death in the face.
He looked like a skeleton, man. He did not look good. I bet he had a bad weight cut, but overall, the move of the fight? Yair's kicks, man. Those were fast, and shots to the liver. They were
those body shots for real.
Those made a really big difference. And then the leg kicks, and then I saw Emmett had trouble closing the distance.
Yeah, it's hard to when a guy that blitzes like that with that stance, he's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a height difference too, a pretty big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reach was like off by like an inch.
Surprising. Yeah, the reach was off by an inch. That was weird.
Yeah, you expect Yair to be like longer by like at least 4 inches or something, but no, it was just the height.
Yeah, I kept getting freaked out because Emmett looked like like he was dangerous with the power coming back, and I was mad that Yair.
He hit Yair.
He did
hit Yair
a couple of times, but sometimes like Yair wouldn't keep his hands up. He would just try to like move away from it quick, and I kept thinking he's about to get caught. He's about to get caught, and he did get caught a couple.
I got that feeling. Yeah, I had that feeling with round 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then round 2, how did it end? Did Emmett take him down?
No, Rodriguez went for a flying knee.
Okay.
It landed a little bit, but they ended up scrambling on the ground, and that's where Yair put up his leg and grabbed onto the triangle. Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he got taken down or not, but yeah, no, that was cool, and I'm happy for it. Now we have another Mexican champion.
Two. Called it back in January, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Brandon Moreno, Yair Rodriguez, and now Alexa Grasso's next.
She's the next one to do it.
Declaring it right now at UFC 285. It is 285, right? Yeah. Alexa Grasso's going to beat Valentina Shevchenko and become the 3rd Mexican champ in the UFC this year.
I want that to happen, but I don't know. I don't think so. And I don't know shit, but I just feel like, and I don't know shit, so I want to preface it with that. But watching Shevchenko, she's a GOAT already. I think she's going to take it. I think they try to hype us up for these like newer people trying to come in for it, but I think she's going to take it pretty easily.
I see that because Shevchenko is a beast, but we've seen it happen time and time again with all these fighters. Nunes, Kamaru Usman, Adesanya, like all these big champions that looked unbeatable,
untouchable,
have lost, and
especially Yeah, against like lower ranked opponents, and then especially Shevchenko's last fight, she almost got beaten
Yeah,
by
she's
Talia
looked
Santos.
beatable in her last 2 or 3 fights, even though she
Yeah.
wins or sometimes even dominates. But there's moments in the fight where you're like,
Like
somebody with like Alexa Grasso's boxing and like will
grappling.
to win and
Yeah.
grappling. She's a complete fighter, so it could go Grasso's way.
Yeah, that's exciting. When do you think the going back to the co-main, when will the titles be unified?
Volk said he wants to stay active in the post-fight
I'm
interview.
thinking like July.
Yeah, it could be as soon as that. Yeah, in the summer.
Yeah. Either way, that'd be a fun fight. That's a fun fight because what? Yair's still taller than Volkanovski.
Yeah, that would be maybe a cardio matchup.
Mm-hmm. No, but I think I would still think like I'd still take Volkanovski in that fight. He's too much of a beast.
Yeah, but Yair also had a really good fight against Holloway. I mean, obviously Volkanovski completely dominated Holloway, but
yeah, that was a close fight. It was what 3-2, I think.
Yeah,
but no, there's differences in skill there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see where they do that. That'd be cool if they did that in Mexico.
Yeah. What was your?
That would be cool.
It would be. They have to have a Mexico card soon. What was your guys' favorite fight of the night?
The Yair one.
Nah, mine was the main event because that was just so good. But the Yair was a good moment. But I would say the main event was a better fight because just from that aspect. But otherwise, like the rest of the card was kind of lackluster, man.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best, but there were some moments like the Della Maddalena fight was.
That fight, that was a good fight.
It was only a round, granted.
Yeah, it was only a round, but
dude,
the way Randy Brown fell, that looked kind of bad.
Yeah,
he,
dude,
flopped.
No, yeah, his leg like kicked up.
Oh, I remember that.
Like he got concussed for sure off that.
Yeah, he face planted, man.
He face planted,
and then he got guillotined. So yeah, Jack Maddalena's he's legit. He's a welterweight.
Was it a guillotine or a rear naked choke?
Oh, rear naked choke. My bad. He put him down and then he climbed back and you're right. Rear naked choke. That's on me.
Oh yeah, but he looked really good and that crowd went wild for him. He's from Perth, so it made sense.
I want to see him fight like top 15 now, because he's had 3 fights. His last 3, including yesterday's, all finishes. So he's legit.
Yeah, no, he's legit.
See, I'm looking to see right now who's 15 in welterweight, and that is the Leech.
That'd be good.
Leech. I'd rather see him fight like Michel Pereira because I think Leech is booked already. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Michel Pereira versus Della Maddalena. That'd be cool for sure.
That'd be a fun fight. That'd be a fire fight too.
Yeah, that was it's always cool to see like all these up and coming guys breaking through. A lot of these contender series guys too, man.
Was he a contender series guy?
Yeah.
Okay, you would know. I wouldn't. Yeah. And then was it the next fight? Was it Justin Tafa? The only heavyweight fight on the card. He knocked out Parker Porter.
Dude, yeah, my stream went down for like 10 seconds and that thing was over.
Oh yeah.
I didn't end up going out to watch it. I ended up staying in and streaming that.
Yeah. I was glad that happened as far as like the knockout happening, because like up to that point the fights were kind of like, going to decision and kind of like lackluster. Like this fight kind of woke me up for the rest of the event. Just the knockout. I'm like, thank God somebody gets flatlined.
Yeah, it was a bad one too.
Sense.
Quick.
Yeah, a minute into the fight.
Reminded me of like a Tai Tuivasa moment.
Yeah, that's literally what this was, because otherwise, neither of these guys are ranked. They're not really like big names in the division. It was just fun to see big guys punch each other.
Yeah, because the Crute versus Menfield fight was a draw.
Yeah, because otherwise, who do you think had that fight won? If it wasn't for the 1-point deduction of the fence grab.
Yeah, I had it for. Actually, I don't know who I had it for. Like I remember Menfield landing more strikes.
Yeah, and then Jimmy Crute looked like he was about to just fall over.
Yeah, but Jimmy Crew had like a lot of ground control time.
Yeah, but was it? Yeah, that was
And
between
like
rounds 1 and 2 was good. Round 3, yeah, he didn't look good.
he had 6 takedowns. Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't even really remember much about that fight, to be honest.
I just remember like thinking like, man, Jimmy Crew's just about to like get flatlined because he looked really gassed out by then, by the end of the third. But they made it through, and I guess if it wasn't for the point deduction, it would have gone to Manifield because those were 28-28s.
Yeah,
on
they
two
both.
scorecards. Yeah,
Yep.
so without the 1 point, he would have won by majority.
And then the prelims, Tyson Pedro, your boy Tyson Pedro, loses the unanimous decision
You
against
ruined my parlay.
Bukowski. Dude, stop doing parlay bets.
No,
Gotta learn our
they're
lesson
they're
somehow.
they're a big payout. They're a big payout if they go, but he ruined my parlay. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, he did not look.
He didn't look like his normal self. And then what was it? I heard on the post fight press conference that Pedro was taken away to a hospital. He was transported, so I'm guessing there was some injury we don't know about.
Possibly, I didn't know that.
Yeah, only 2 people were transported. It was Shannon Ross, I believe, and Tyson Pedro. So I believe it that Pedro was injured or something because he just wasn't moving. He was just standing still.
Yeah, he definitely didn't look like himself. You're right.
Now, usually he's like throwing more, kicks and stuff, attacking the body. He looks more like a savage. And yesterday he just didn't.
Yeah, and that was Bukowski's first fight back after being away from the UFC for a while.
Yeah.
He was out in Cage Warriors, and we'll get his win on this time back. The next fight was Culibao. That one was cool because I don't know if you saw the press conference.
Yeah, like didn't he like try to like choke slam him or some shit?
Yeah, Bagdasarian tried to like choke Culibao and like pushed him off or something. He was trying to start some drama, as Kim said earlier.
Yeah.
But Culibao got his win and gets the rear naked choke, pushes him off at the end when he got the choke and made him tap. So that was just cool just to see him get his revenge.
Yeah.
Bagdasarian.
That was a cool one. That was a cool fight to watch. Then what was it? We had the knockout in the fight before that by Clayton Rodriguez against Shannon Ross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was I don't know. Yeah, Clayton gets the knockout, but he comes in like 2 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
So it's still like he shouldn't celebrate too much. I wouldn't.
Yeah, and then Malarkey.
This was that super fast one, right? Where it's just like boop 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 boop.
It was like
that's exactly how that went. Yes,
just under a minute.
He went. Yeah, Clayton went in and he said boo 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 boo.
Other than that, though, I don't really think. Malarkey gets his unanimous decision win against Prado, but
we expected that too because Prado was a last minute replacement.
Yeah, he was at Samurai Fight House.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was him and Bukowski that were like replacements. So we were like, oh yeah, they're gonna lose, and then of course, yeah, my parlay gets ruined.
Kim's parlay got ruined too.
Yeah.
I didn't even do a parlay. I did one bet on. Oh wait, no. Did I do 2? What was the other one? I did one on Volkanovski because the odds were in my favor. I was gonna win $40 or $80, can't remember. So that was sad. Lost the house on that one.
Yeah.
And then I don't. Oh, and then I put one on.
Yair.
Luke Bunmi. Was that the one that I put on? I think I did.
I don't know.
Yes, on Luke Bunmi.
Oh yeah, did you win that one then? Because
I did win that one. As soon as I saw her come out, I was like, I got a feeling about her. Yeah.
You didn't bet on Yair?
No, I should have, but I wasn't gonna win much. The payout wasn't big. It was like
it was like 1-1 and barely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't place my bet, but I had Della Maddalena, Rodriguez, and Volk, so I would have lost at that last.
No, I had my 4-fight parlay, and just the one that messed me up was Pedro. Damn it.
4-fight parlay. That's confidence right there.
Yeah, I was 3 for 4 on it, man.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that, just the one. Whatever. I'm salty about it.
Yeah, Edwin is an intervention,
I
but
don't need one, man.
I don't think there's much else about this card.
No, because like honestly, the whole fight card was just the last 3 fights really with Madalena, Yair, and then the main event. Because everything else was just a showcase for Australian talent.
True
Yeah.
that. And finally, we get a really good card this year, or a really good main event and co-main for a pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
Well, that does it pretty much for UFC 284. We got a new featherweight interim champ in Yair
And a new-
Rodriguez,
Yep.
and still for Makhachev, even though
Now he's pound for
arguably-
pound. He's pound for pound the best now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Technically, he is on paper. He is, but I still have it 3-2.
He's not the people's champ.
Volk is a double champ in my opinion right now. That's why I don't think his stock drops. A lot of people saw it that way, but a lot of people also have it 3-2 Makhachev. I don't
That's it.
A lot of people are saying robbery, which I don't agree with, but
Robbery, no, it's debatable though. Like I said, that second round, it's just it's a toss up.
yeah. Well, let's go ahead and move forward and kind of just briefly go over this UFC Fight Night, which is not the best looking fight card.
Right.
I used to stop myself from saying stuff like that because I was like, that's like casual talk. Every now and then there's a fight card that doesn't look like much on paper and it ends up being a great card. But this year there has been cards where you look at it, disappointed and the fights don't deliver. So it's been kind of like,
There's potential here, but it's nothing that like, I'm not like screaming over.
no, not at all. I think Jessica Andrade is going to win against Blanchfield dominantly.
I'm gonna say this is a very big step up for Erin Blanchfield to be taking on because she was supposed to be fighting Talia Santos, but I guess she pulled out for was she injured or something?
I don't know.
Let's see here. I'm reading it. 1 week withdrew. Oh, it just says personal reasons. Santos withdrew for personal reasons. I don't know, but that's a very big step up in competition for Erin.
I mean, she's got some slick jujitsu though.
Mm-hmm.
She did submit McCann and
dominated Molly. Dominated her at 281.
Yeah. Meatball. So 2 subs in her last 2 fights. She's a Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu team member. So
she's young, dude. She's what, 23?
Yeah, and she's 10-1. Yeah, she's 23. So she is young. She's dangerous. She's got potential. But the experience in Andrade and the strength, the power.
Veteran, and she's strong as fuck.
And Andrade is a black belt, but Blanchfield is also a black belt. So I guess that kind of evens out the playing field a little bit for me. I thought she was going to be lower belt and it was going to be an easy one. But Andrade is also Brazilian. So they literally invented it. She trains there.
Well,
I don't know.
And she's a former champion.
She's very strong. She has good wrestling, and she has good striking. She has powerful striking, but
knockout power. I just want to see her slam somebody again.
Yeah, but I think Blanchfield has the advantage on the ground, or is probably gonna have the advantage on the ground, being a Henzo Gracie black belt. But Andrade's power.
Who's Andrade's black belt under?
Really? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But whatever. Hopefully it's a good competitive fight and Blanchfield doesn't.
Oh, here under Gilliard Parana.
Who is he?
You tell me.
It's that Vale Tudo team in Brazil.
Oh, see, I mean that.
Okay.
All right, sure, but still not a Gracie.
I would say. I don't know because I don't know that other guys' credentials too much, but I think Henzo Gracie black belt is probably like,
that's up there.
Yeah,
the belt of the belt.
It's worth the membership.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's worth the gym fees.
Yeah. Let's see. Otherwise, on that card, we've also got your favorite Alexander Hernandez stepping in against OG Jim Miller, and then also old man OSP.
Dude, I don't know. I always just don't like OSP fights.
I mean, he's not the same as like when he fought Jonjones. He's definitely downhill since then, but he's still there. Otherwise,
Yeah.
like nothing else really like pops out at me on this card.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to the first fight of the event. It's gonna be Clayton Carpenter out of the MMA lab. This dude won the Dana White Contender Series not too long ago. He's a prospect, so keep an eye out for that guy. He's a beast. He's gonna be fighting Juan Camilo Ronderos from Colombia. So I don't know who he is, but he is from the Extreme Couture camp, and it should be a pretty good fight.
That's a good
Obviously,
fight,
I got Carpenter winning that fight. That's a flyweight match, so just eye out for that guy. There's a few names that I recognize on this card, like AJ Fletcher,
William Knight. Like I know the name, but it's not like I'm excited to see him.
right?
I don't have a poster with his face on it. I'm not like I'm not gonna geek out over him.
Lena Landsberg is on, but she's like on a freaking losing streak. There's a lot of fights on here where the guys are either on losing streaks or they just lost their previous fight. And so that makes me like not super excited about a lot of these fights.
Damn, she's 40 years old. Lena Landsberg.
Yeah, she's been around a minute. That co-main event with Jordan Wright.
Yeah.
And Paga. I mean, Paga just lost his last fight, and Jordan Wright is like do or die. I think he will not have a UFC contract if he loses this fight because he's like lost 4 of his last 5, and he's on a 3-fight losing streak.
He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
He's got one. It's just small.
Wait, is that
October 7th?
Helga?
Oh, Helga?
Oh,
who's
Helga.
Jordan Wright.
Pauga. Oh, the guy that's fighting Jordan Wright.
Yeah, that's who I was looking at. But yeah, no, Jordan Wright. Yeah, he doesn't look too good. Yeah, he could get fired for this one if he doesn't win. You're right.
Yeah, Pauga got knocked out by Usman's brother.
Really? Wait, so he fought at heavyweight?
Wait, not Usman's brother. I'm tripping.
Yeah, because Usman's brother is his little big brother at heavyweight. I forget what Muhammad, right? That's the name.
Is it? No, then it is Muhammad Usman that he lost to by knockout. Then.
Oh, so he's going down in the division. Okay.
So what's the division he's fighting in now?
That's at light heavyweight.
Oh, okay. He used to fight at heavyweight.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Okay.
What's the weight for light heavyweight?
205.
205. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Good. Lose like 20 pounds.
Yeah, that's the thing about the UFC. You gotta lose like 15, 20 pounds to go up or down a division. That's why it's such a big deal when they become double
up there.
champs.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's usually 10 pounds, but between middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight, it's a big gap.
Yeah, especially heavyweight. 'Cause heavyweight can go up to like 265 or something.
Yeah, like it's the range is 220 to 265.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a big range.
It's a big range. So yeah, that's that card. And then the week after that, unless you wanna, is there anything else that's like it's caught your eye?
On this card?
Yeah.
No.
All right. And then the following week, it's a similar situation with Nikita Krylov against Ryan Spann.
Yeah.
There's only literally it's the main event and just one other fight on that card has my interest.
Which one would that be? Brendan Allen?
No, actually Tatiana Suarez is on that card.
Oh, she's back. Tatiana Suarez, the female Khabib.
Yeah, she's a beast and she's on that card. She's been out for almost 3 years with neck injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's booked for that card against Montana De La Rosa.
Yeah, she's been out for a minute, dude. Her last fight was in 2019 against Nina Nunes, and she won that by decision. She knocked out or TKO'd Esparza. I don't know how that fight went down, but I'm just looking down this thing. And then she subbed Alexa Grasso back in 2018. And she hasn't been
one
around.
of them we were there for. Which one was that? We were at 238. I know we saw she was on that card.
Cejudo versus Moraes. We didn't go to that card, do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Cejudo
and Moraes when he became double champion.
I was not in attendance
when
Cejudo became double champion.
Yeah, you were. Remember? Then it was Tony Ferguson against Donald Cerrone on that card.
Shevchenko versus Jessica Ai. You're right.
That
dude.
too. See, he doesn't even know he was there.
That wasn't a double champ fight, was it? He was just.
Yeah, it was.
Fight.
It was
no
a
way.
double.
How do I not?
He was flyweight and he became bantamweight.
I remember the Jessica Ai knockout of Shevchenko killed her.
It's all those IPAs we were drinking.
Probably, honestly.
Nothing else.
What happened
Nothing else
night.
that night. my God. Like, you were there, like, what? Jesus, Abe.
That's crazy. How many fights have we been to, man?
Come on, man. That was the place where your flag got taken.
Oh yeah, but I got it back.
Yeah, we got that flag back. Shit. Yeah,
Damn.
no. Yeah, let me see. Who'd she fight at that? Back to my question. At 238, who'd she fight?
That was the one she beat Nina Nunes.
Okay.
Decision.
Oh wow. So yeah, we were literally at her last fight. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Pre-COVID days.
She had a knee injury 2 years ago, is what happened, and then
it was knee in her neck, because I know she was supposed to come back multiple times, but that's that wrestling. It takes a toll on your body.
Yeah, she's got some legit wrestling too. So it's gonna be exciting to see her.
We'll see what she looks like, and what's Montana De La Rosa look like? She's
lost
27.
against Macy Barber. Her last fight.
Yeah, and then she TKO'd Ariane Lipski, had a draw against Mayra Bueno Silva, lost to Vivian Araujo. So she's like trading wins and losses here. Her records.
She's gonna get ragdolled.
Yeah, 12-7. She's good at submissions though, but that was early on in her career. Lately, it's been like hit or miss. So yeah, she might get ragdolled. We'll see what. Hopefully, Tatiana doesn't look rusty.
Yeah, hopefully not. So I have Ryan Spann in the main event. I think
he's scary now.
He'll pull a knockout. Yeah, I think so. Krylov is good, but
Krylov he's been a contender in that division at light heavyweight for a while. But the thing with Ryan Spann, with the hype that he's got behind him now since he knocked out Dominic Reyes at 281, yeah, he's got a lot of hype behind him, especially now that he's actually taking training seriously.
Yeah.
Because that was the first fight that he actually trained for. Everything else was just pure athleticism before that.
Yeah, no, true that. It's going to be, but I do have him picked. I think the Muniz versus Allen fight I think it's the co-main fight. I think that'll be pretty good.
Well, on my end, the card's not like finalized, but on my end, it looks like Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays is the co-main. Sakai
will be decent to watch, good kickboxing, but he's like on a 4-fight losing streak. Like I don't think he's
heavyweight. Yeah, nah.
But he lost against some good guys. He's lost against Spivak, Tuivasa, Rosenstruik, and Overeem.
Yeah, no shame in getting knocked out by any of those. They're all fucking monsters.
Yeah, and Mays, I don't really have much to say for. I don't really know. Don't recognize him, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not any other fights on here. You said
no, just a bunch of unknowns.
O'Day Osborne.
It's him. Let's see, Jordan Leavitt's on there. That's the guy that can do the splits. That's all I really know him for.
Oh yeah, no.
I know that guy. He does.
Yeah, see,
his little dance.
See, same thing. That's the only thing I know him for. And he got beat up by Patty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple fights on here that have like to be decided or to be added.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's weird. It's like in a week where they're probably gonna scrap that fight.
We'll see, but yeah, otherwise it's like kind of a dull-ish next two fight nights before 285, which that's gonna be fucking nuts.
Before Jones versus Gunn and Valentina versus Alexa. So many good fights on that. I can't wait. The Jeff Neal versus Rock, I won't even get into. That's a whole other episode, I guess. But
right,
I'm excited for that. We'll be there live again. So, T-Mobile Arena on March 4th. Looking for that next episode, probably, right?
Yeah,
we'll do a pre-fight before that.
Yeah, we could do that, and then let's see. As far as other things happening this weekend, news broke about Canelo's next fight and against John Ryder. It's being finalized for May 6th, and it's supposed to take place in Jalisco, Mexico.
I love that place.
Yeah, Jalisco, nice place.
Is it going to be in Guadalajara?
They're deciding on what arena, but it's going to be in Mexico, which that'll be a nice homecoming for him since Canelo hasn't fought in Mexico since 2011.
Yeah. We see how well he's received in Mexico.
Oh yeah, Oh, they're gonna love him, please. You know how it was. They hated him when he left, but now they're gonna love him when he comes back.
Yeah, hopefully. I think so too, though, for sure. I
Yeah,
really like that painting in the background, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's very feng shui.
Sets the tone of the room.
Yeah, it is. And then let's see within the next coming days, we expect the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight to be announced. Now that they have their contracts getting all finalized and little clauses getting cleared about who's promoting what, because it is going to be between PBC and Golden Boy.
Can't wait.
So that'll be an exciting one because that's what, April, right? April 15th or something like that.
Yeah, so it's coming up. I can't wait. That's a good boxing fight finally. Two guys in their prime.
They were talking about making that at Allegiant Stadium.
Damn.
I don't think that could sell out a stadium.
No, I mean Tank. Have you seen Tank pay-per-view numbers? They're not that great.
No, he's not casual friendly for sure.
I mean, he should be because he got that knockout power, but he sells like 200K pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's like not a lot. So, but that's a really good fight to look.
He brings drama. Kim, do you know who Tank Davis is?
Woman beater.
Tank Davis.
Oh.
You know who Ryan Garcia though is, right?
Yes, because he's got like his Instagram page popping and stuff, hyping him up. Gervonta Tank Davis. I feel like I might have heard his name. Oh, kinda. Doesn't call my attention enough to like follow him, but I feel like I did see a fight of his going on in the background once.
Or twice.
Or once or twice.
All of them. Yeah, no, he's got knockout power, and that's a fun fight that we've been looking forward to, especially since it's two athletes that are basically in their prime.
Yeah. I've been on the Ryan hype trains for like since he came out with some videos when he was like a kid, you know what I mean? But
yeah, he looked like a stud, but Canelo lately, drama.
Lately. Yeah, Canelo's called him out for not being like as dedicated as he should be or something. So
missing the gym.
And probably had to do something with like him bringing up like mental health issues and like Canelo being like, bro, that's bullshit again. Or who knows how he thinks about it, but that's the vibe it gave me because it came like around the same time. So
So he did pull out of some fights at that time too.
Yeah.
So we'll see, and then we're expected soon, hopefully, to get also Wilder versus Ruiz, and was it Errol Spence and Keith Thurman? That should be coming up soon too.
True, and don't forget the boxing match of the century, dude.
What one?
Jake Paul's fighting.
Jake Paul.
I was about to say Roy Jones against Pettis.
Jake Paul's back.
Jake Paul versus Fury.
Who's winning that fight, Kim?
I gotta remember what Fury looks like. Jake Paul.
Oh, what he looks like.
Not Tyson Fury.
Not Tommy. His little brother Tommy.
Why is his brother fighting? Is it serious? Tommy.
He's a pro boxer, but
he's like 8-0.
Oh, okay. Oh, didn't he fight another one of those fights like for publicity recently too? He was fighting somebody.
Tommy Fury?
Yeah.
He's been definitely criticized for fighting a bunch of tomato cans. I've seen him on Triller and little co-mains here and there, so
I'll give it to the professional boxer. Like now he's finally fighting a young person.
But who knows how seriously Fury's taking it, and who knows if that fight will even happen because Mike Perry is.
I was gonna say, I was about to say, my man, Mike Perry
coming up as like the backup just in case, and it looks like he might because I think something happened with Tommy Fury not showing up to a press conference or something.
Mike Perry does not need any more drama. He is good.
I love that guy. I love Mike Perry.
I gotta say the show would be funnier.
It'd be funnier. He's gonna call Jake Paul the N-word. Mike Perry's like what? He's like 1/16 black. He gets away with it. That's his logic.
He can do it.
He said that once.
He's done it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say, Tommy Fury definitely no-showed a press conference, and then who was it? Derek Chisora faced off with him. Old man Derek Chisora. That was weird. So and then what?
There was like a video of his sparring footage or something, and looking like he wasn't looking that good. So who knows what's going on there?
Who knows? But yeah, they're talking about making that fight. It's supposed to be in Saudi.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Did you hear about this? Jose Aldo is supposed to box against Mayweather.
What? No. He's fighting Jeremy Stevens, and what? Literally not yesterday, but Friday. Jose Aldo did make his boxing debut, and he won.
He did. Yeah, but I saw something about them possibly boxing each other.
I'm seeing it now a day ago that he said that Mayweather already agreed to their terms for the fight.
Yeah, it's an exhibition. And I think
because Floyd only does exhibitions. Floyd only does exhibitions right now. That'd be fun.
I mean,
Wait, what is exhibition? What does that mean?
It's like a shorter boxing fight, so it's like there's still 3-minute rounds, right, Abe?
Yeah, typically sometimes 2, but
yeah, and it's like half a fight. It's like usually 6 or 8 rounds, depending on what you agree on, and it's like more of like sparring and practice. Like it doesn't even affect your actual record.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is Mayweather technically retired then? Because I don't think he's doing anything for his. Okay.
Yeah, no, Mayweather's retired.
No, he's remained perfect, and he's had a bunch of showcases, like when he fought Logan Paul, that one dude from Ryzen, and some other random people in between. He's just doing like little exhibition fights.
It's kind of lame to see Jose Aldo stoop to boxing Mayweather in this little like promo.
What else is he gonna do? You know.
I guess it's good coin for
him. Could go to
Bellator,
now. But he's probably making more money fighting Mayweather.
For what? Bare knuckle fighting?
No. I like Jose Aldo too much to see him in bare knuckle. I'd watch it, but I'd feel weird. I'd feel gross watching it.
Did he make it to the Hall of Fame, UFC Hall of Fame?
He's inducted this year.
Oh, cool. I don't know. That speaks to like, man, they don't pay these guys enough. They still have to take their old ass to do promo fights with Mayweather or with like people outside of their own sport lane.
Yeah,
take beating.
Well, forget retirement. Even like Ngannou, he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. No, did you see this Ngannou versus Deontay news that's coming up? Deontay Wilder said that he would fight, that he would agree to a fight with Ngannou, one boxing match and one match in the UFC if the UFC would give Ngannou a one fight contract to fight him in the cage, MMA rules.
I don't think that would even happen. Like that's a great idea, but
I would love that.
That would be badass.
Like, that'd be a great idea, but also, yeah, the boxing fight that can happen. But as far as Wilder fighting in the UFC, they're never gonna pay him that money. He's used to making like $30 million a fight.
That's what I was saying. I was like, Dana would never do that.
He wouldn't.
I would love it if it did happen.
I'd love it, but no. I think
that's what I want to see. More the boxers getting into like the MMA world instead of just like boxing their way out. Yeah.
Okay.
They'd get chewed up though. Their legs would get chewed up to get out wrestled.
Like like it happened to Clarissa Shields.
Mm-hmm.
She got destroyed.
Clarissa Shields, professional boxer. Did she go to the MMA?
Yeah, she went to. She had 2 or 3 fights in PFL.
Yeah.
Damn.
And she's like considered like a savage at boxing. Like you see her throw punches, I get scared.
Yeah,
like her hands are scary. Her hands are scary, but yeah, she has like, yeah, her big like flaw in MMA was no ground game.
Different sports.
But yeah, I think what we will get is Francis versus Tyson in Saudi. I bet that's a Saudi Arabia fight for sure.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. We had a good UFC 284. I still stand by. I think Volkanovski won that fight, but whatever. Joe Rogan did too. I don't know if you saw the Fight Companion podcast.
I did. I saw the clip. I saw it on Instagram. Everybody at the end, him, Brendan Shaw, Brian Callen, and Eddie Bravo, they were all convinced that Volk was a champ.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it didn't happen. Hopefully, I would like to see the rematch, but I think they're gonna do the Yair fight next. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe in a year or two, but yeah, awesome.
All right, we'll be up next time then. I think the next episode is going to be a preview to the Jones card then.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
All right, cool. All right, guys, it was fun.
Peace out.
Peace out.
She just want the dough. How the hell you try to play me? Yeah, walk in the club like 20 deep. I keep the Glock out. Shorty a tease. She running around with her top down. They ain't no ops when I pull up. I clear the block out. Keep me a shorty. He'll break a jaw. Call him knockout. Thought he a cheater.